Elon Musk has recently criticized a lot Twitter free speech. And now he just bought 9.2% of Twitter ownership, which make it the main shareholder of this company, just in front of BlackRock and Vanguard. Oh, I'm not surprised by my boy Elon Musk.
Hey, I'm not surprised.
If you're not happy about something, you just have to buy it. But the real question for us simple peasant is to know if it is the right time at the moment to buy this stock that has just skyrocketed of more than 30% on Monday. So we'll see in detail in this video what is going to be the impact of Elon Musk becoming the largest shareholder in that company, and I'll give you my personal opinion on this stock. Recently, Elon has been saying, first as a joke that has now become a reality, that he wanted to be the first to create a social media network platform where the freedom of speech is respected. We've seen in the past that Twitter has had many different episodes of censorship.
Unacceptable!
For example, they are restricting different celebrities' accounts by banning them, just like what they did with the last US president, Donald J. Trump.
I'm out of here, bye.
And even Donald Trump wanted to create his own social media network last autumn to stand up against the tyranny of the big tech. Just like Donald Trump, Elon Musk could be considered as a Twitter influencer, as we've been able to see last year with all the AMC and GameStop saga, where people were considering him as a
genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Indeed, with his army of 80.5 million of Twitter users followers, he is used to tweet many tweets per day. On Tuesday, Musk also has just acquired a place on the board of manager of Twitter. He also said that significant improvements are coming soon. It would be really interesting to see if Elon's first move would be to make Trump Twitter great again.
Great again.
But for real, it's going to be super interesting to see what is going to be Elon's first move, since he just have passed Jack Dorsey's first position as the leader of Twitter shareholders. He could, for example, decide with his position to switch all the different board of manager, because keep in mind that Twitter, just like Tesla, is a public trade company with different shareholders. Another hypothesis is the fact that he could try to have a majority of share in Twitter and decided, just like SpaceX, to put the company in private. In any case, knowing the fact that, in my opinion, Elon Musk is a total genius and that everything that he touches turns into gold, I wouldn't be surprised to see a full modification and rebranding of the company to become one of the leaders in its field like it was back in the days. Now, for those that would live under a rock and that wouldn't know what is Twitter, it is an American microblogging and social network where the users interact with each other with some small text known as some tweets. This network mainly have some educational purposes compared to its competitor, just like TikTok or Instagram. This company, co-founded by Jack Dorsey, was created in 2006. It has fastly become one of the leaders in the social network field with about 430 million of active users monthly. Plus, about 500 millions of tweets are sent per day. However, in the past couple of years, we've seen an increase in the competition in the market, which has had the impact to slow the growth of Twitter. Also, compared to its main competitor in the field like Facebook or Google, Twitter doesn't really have any kind of subsidiaries. This is highly reflected into their market cap that is only about $50 billion compared to Meta market cap, which is about $700 billion. Also, Twitter only has two main sources of income. First, they provide data products and license that help the partners to have access, search, and analyze the historical and real-time data of the public. And of course, they are offering some mobile advertising services throughout their MoPub exchange. And so in 2020, the advertising services represent the largest chunk of their revenue that contribute to about $3.2 billion, which represent 86% of their total revenue. And so $500 million that represent the last 14% comes from their data license. Now, if we check the financials of the company, we can see that the current PE ratio is about 22 and the project one is about 56. However, we can see that the profit margin is currently negative and the the operating margin is slightly positive. This is of course reflect on the negative return on equity, but a great news is to see that they are making about $5 billion in the past year of revenue with some quarterly revenue growth of about 20%. And so we can see that they are currently sitting on about $6.39 billion of cash, which is more than their debt. And finally, we can see that the leverage free cash flow is about $200 million. If we compare Twitter 15 years after its creation compared to its main competitor, Facebook 15 years after its creation, we can clearly see that it is far behind it. Indeed, Facebook has been totally dominating in that field with more customers, more employees, a bigger market capitalization, and of course some positive and great revenues. So Facebook, or should I say Meta, has really been able in the past couple of years to extend their power, which has put it as the #1 leader in the field. And that's why I personally prefer Meta to Twitter in terms of fundamental. However, I personally hate to bet against Elon Musk, knowing the fact that he's truly a genius in my opinion, with putting some magic all around him when we see SpaceX, Tesla, and even PayPal that has been working so well in the past years. However, I believe that he will have a lot of work to do if he wants to put Twitter as a leader in the social media field. Also knowing the fact that they have a lot of competition in the field, and also in the fact that in the past decade, we've seen such a high decrease and a high downtrend of Twitter. I really see it as if you were at the 9th inning in baseball and that you had 2 out. And so Elon Musk is the last hitter to make you win or potentially make you lose as well. Personally, I am waiting to see what are going to be the Musk improvement to the company before to invest in it. Also knowing the fact that this stock has been increasing so much in the past couple of days only because of the Musk effect. And because the fact that I think that there are so many better companies to invest at the moment in that field, and that's why you should go watch this video that is going to be right over here that presents you what is the #1 tech stock that you should watch at the moment. And I will see you there. Peace!